Hola, welcome to the Inner Tigresa Podcast. I'm your host, Sydney. Today, we are talking about masculine and feminine energy. What are these two? What does it mean to be masculine, to be feminine, to have both? Because regardless of your gender or how you identify, we all have a balance of both within. Some people can lean more into their masculine, other people can lean more into their feminine externally, but internally, we have both. And it's important to learn how to balance your internal masculine and feminine energy in order to have harmony and structure in your life. Without the masculine, we'd get nothing done. Without the feminine, we'd be dreamless and just doing things for the sake of survival or to do things. The feminine brings that creative spark. So, without further ado, my name's Sydney. I also do astrology readings, real sky astrology readings, so you can also find how to book your reading below. Okay, let's get on with it. If you want to achieve your dreams, you need to have both. You need to have a balance of your masculine and your feminine. And if you want to have an external divine union, if you feel like that is a path that you're on and you want to be in a harmonious partnership with someone, first you must learn how to balance the two within. Tu femenino e masculino adentro. So, what are some qualities of the masculine energy? Masculine energy is the force that moves ideas into form. It gives direction, structure, and containment. The core traits are logic, action, direction, discipline, protection, leadership, stability, presence, focus. You know, that masculine, the mind of a masculine man is very focused on one task at a time. The feminine is all over the place. To the core traits, decision making, boundaries, providing, and when a masculine is in his power, it is devotion to his purpose, whatever purpose that might be. In your daily life, this looks like creating a schedule for your day. This looks like taking action on an idea, buying ingredients and preparing a meal, protecting your time and energy, and holding boundaries with other people. Masculine energy says, this is the direction we're going, and does it. Think chronos. This is time, order, progression. Feminine energy, on the other hand, is the creation, the flow, the intuition, the softness, and the beauty. Feminine energy is creative life force energy itself. She is the generator of ideas, emotions, beauty, intuition, and connection. The core traits of feminine energy include creativity, flow, intuition, emotion, receptivity, receiving, nurturing, sensuality, magnetism, expression. Think magnetism, she draws things to her. She's not going out there and basically being the hunter, which is the masculine role. She is magnetizing to her a man that wants to hunt her. If we're speaking in terms of our ancestors, the hunter is the masculine, the prey is the feminine. Prey is maybe not an empowering word, but masculine energy, in a healthy way, likes to control contain. Feminine energy is that which is held, contained, yet supported. Some more core traits are embodiment and pleasure. Energetically, the feminine is the energy being expressed inside the container of the masculine. It fills the structure that the masculine energy gives with life, with beauty. So, after your workout, the feminine energy is the resting that your body is asking for. Taking a bath or doing a self-care ritual. Taking time to enjoy the nourishing meal that you have created for yourself. Expressing. Feminine energy moves with the energy. So expressing your emotions, dancing, writing, painting, drawing, singing, playing guitar, an instrument, allowing your intuition to guide your decisions. Rather than thinking logically, that's masculine, the intuition is feminine. So feeling what your body needs or feeling how you feel in relationship to another person. Do I want to spend time with this person? Do I feel good around them? That lives in the body. That is your intuition. And the feminine energy is the one that's more so connected to the divine. So she receives more divine inspiration. Her energy comes from the upper chakras, and it's her goal throughout her lifetime to balance with her masculine is to bring her energy down. So receive the divine guidance, the wisdom, the ideas, and then to actually take action and ground those ideas into physical reality. The feminine energy says, this is what wants to be expressed. The masculine energy says, so I'm gonna do that. Think synchronos, timeless, the sacred balance. How do these energies balance themselves internally? The feminine says, I have ideas about what I want to be doing. The masculine, let's say like this podcast. This podcast is an idea. My feminine has the idea, has the inspiration. My masculine is the one that's sitting down right now talking into the microphone and is the one that will be editing and uploading this to YouTube later. Ideas alone don't create reality. You can have so many ideas, but your life can go nowhere if you don't have the action. And action without inspiration is empty. If someone is a masculine in life, I'm just going to talk in terms of masculine and feminine right now, a physically embodied masculine and a physically embodied feminine each have unique challenges that they need to overcome in their lifetime. Let me explain. So, the feminine, someone is feminine presenting, has more of a creative, non-linear mind. Her task in this lifetime to be fully balanced is to take those ideas from the ether, that divine inspiration, and bring it down through into the lower chakras. So she's more connected with the higher crown, third eye, throat chakras. They connect at the heart, the lower and upper chakras, and then the feminine must filter through the heart and take action on those ideas. That is how she grounds her divinity into her being. The masculine, on the other hand, is already rooted in the lower three chakras. If someone has more of a masculine body type, masculine physical energy, they're naturally more connected to their bodies. And in order for them to have greater fulfillment in this life, they need to rise up to the upper chakras. So men, we know, have a 24-hour clock. They can show up to work day in, day out, do the same thing. For some, it might get boring, sure. And they have the energy capacity to be able to do that. That's their superpower. That's their strength. If they're just showing up to a job every day, doing the same thing just for the money, just for the physical, material gains, they're not living in their divinity. The masculine's job is to come up through the heart chakra and connect with his own divinity, to have a purpose greater than just himself, to look at the world and want to solve a bigger problem than just his own material situation. And so when a masculine is able to rise up into the upper chakras, he's able to meet and see the divinity within his divine feminine, or a divine feminine. I don't believe in one partner or one divine match. I believe that we have many people that we have opportunities to connect with. But let's just say a masculine is not able to see the full divinity of a feminine until he is in his own divinity and sees that within himself. And then the feminine, if she's not grounded and rooted in her gifts and her purpose and sharing that actively, the masculine's not going to be able to see her because her energy is way up high and is not being expressed physically. When it's expressed physically, the masculine is drawn to that energy, is drawn to the divine feminine within that is expressing herself, right? And then that's when the two can meet in the heart space and become a power couple, a dynamic, a balanced, harmonious dynamic, which is a powerful force when both are in their authority, authenticity, living in their purpose, and their purposes align. Whew. Oof. That's divine union right there. That's God-given divine union.
Hi, babes. If you're someone listening to this podcast, I have a pretty good feeling that you are on a path of self-actualization, self-growth, empowerment, and I want to invite you to check out my astrology readings. I give soul-based, real sky astrology readings that look at your evolution and where you're asked to grow in this lifetime. If you'd like to book a reading with me, my link is below, and let's get on to it.
The feminine energy receives the vision, and the masculine energy builds the bridge that brings the vision into reality. Your feminine dreams it, the masculine does it. How to know if you're out of balance in either is also a key element here. If someone is leaning too much into their masculine, it can look like overworking, trying to control things, and not expressing emotions, but suppressing everything. They're disconnected from having feelings. They're just stuck in work mode. If someone is too in their feminine, it looks like being overly emotional, having endless ideas, but no action, struggling to put those ideas into motion. Balanced people can feel deeply and think clearly, and ultimately show up balanced and masculine and feminine. I hope this podcast episode helps you to understand the dynamic between the masculine and the feminine and inspires you to create this balance within yourself. If you've enjoyed this episode, do give me a like, subscribe, join the channel. I'll be popping on here weekly with more podcast episodes. Stay up to date with me on Instagram, and if you'd like to book a reading, link is below. I just want to say it feels so good to be coming on here and sharing my voice like this. So truly thank you to those who are listening, tuned in to these first few episodes where I find my grounding. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this evolves. Whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world, make time to appreciate the moment and have some gratitude. I'm sending you all so much love, and until next time, take care. Mwah!